Hi everyone, it's Anne. Welcome to another new moon reading. This is for our new moon in Gemini, which occurs on Monday, May 30th at 4:30 a.m. Pacific time. So now that we're in Gemini season, it is a great time to reflect on the division within ourselves and recognize that we all have a relationship with ourselves that can be harmonious and sometimes it's less harmonious. And I'm here to welcome you to join me in focusing on letting it be a harmonious relationship and being forgiving of ourselves, being kind to ourselves, and expressing love for the differences between our ideal self and our actual self as we may observe it, and practicing that as a practice rather than an expectation of a singular achievement that might ever be finished. It's never finished. It's an ongoing process, and oftentimes when things in the outside world are more difficult, it gets more difficult to love ourselves because we may blame ourselves or question why we can't do more or why we can't fix things on the outside. And those are the moments where it may benefit us to just recognize that we only have control over so much, and to do our best is to just be loving to ourselves. So, on that note, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to all my Gemini friends out there. And let's pull 3 cards. So, I've already shuffled these 11 times, but I'll shuffle one more time right now. And see what comes up. Okay. All right. So we've got the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. So the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Love. She is the Queen of emotions and relationships. And being a queen, she is allowing and accepting and receiving of love and of connection with other people. So this is a foundation of our reading, expressing that we are in a place where we have cultivated the practice of allowing people to come to us, allowing relationships to flourish in our lives, and allowing ourselves to receive love and attention and affection without needing to make it happen or activate it now. We may be practicing activity within relationships that have been growing for some time. So this is a good reminder that each of us is divine in how we receive emotion and love and participate in relationships, and that to do so is divine. And I would just like to recognize and honor each of you who recognizes this aspect of yourself. To receive love is divine, and to allow love to come to you is divine. So I hope you'll join me in dedicating ourselves to practice that more. So there's our foundation. And then next we had the 10 of Swords. So this is a card that looks pretty grim, and I'm sure those of us that are paying attention to current events, we know that things look pretty grim out there. But on a more metaphorical level, this is about completion of an intellectual pursuit or getting to a conclusion, finding the result of a conflict or an intellectual battle, as all of the swords represent struggles and conflict and interactions that we have in our minds. So this represents that we've killed some demon, or some conclusion has been met, mentally speaking, and that we're now in the process of processing that reality, that we've come to a conclusion that there's some undeniable truth, and we're just figuring out how to take that, how to process it, and what to do with it. So that's our present. So we're in a very mental place right now. And moving forward, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which thankfully brings us back to earth, back to a place of being in the physical plane, as the pentacles represent the material world. And we're in a place of being questioning of what we're doing with our material situation, what we're doing with our physical resources. And as you may know, the seven correlates with the Chariot card in the major arcana, which is about expansion and going beyond what's familiar. And it's about traveling and being in a place of willing to release what the past has brought us and move forward into something new and unknown. So I hope that you'll join me in celebrating this, because this expresses that some actual real changes are possible in our future, and that's true on an individual level and on a collective level. And this is something that we can really benefit from if we set intentions to do it for our own greater good and for the highest good of all. So thank you all for joining me so much, and I look forward to seeing you for the next full moon reading. And again, the cards we had today were the Queen of Cups as our foundation about receiving love and receiving connection in our lives. And then we had the 10 of Swords, and swords, by the way, or swords are the air element, and that's the element of the mind, the mental plane. It's thoughts, ideas, and truth, and our relationship with truth. So this represents that a certain point of our truth has just transitioned to a new level, and something that we used to believe was true is no longer true. It's not possible anymore to believe in this truth, because all of these truths have overcome it. So we're looking at reality. We're swallowing a bitter pill right now, you might say. And then finally, what we have next. Oh, and I wanted to mention 10 happens to be the number of the Wheel of Fortune. So that's also a very pivotal point in the major arcana, where we transition and we die a certain death in order to transform into our next level. So that's what we're going through mentally right now. So now's a great time to meditate, to be really easy and gentle with yourself, maybe get some exercise, maybe dance it out, because there's a lot of processing happening mentally speaking. And then again, finally, we have the 7 of Pentacles, representing creating a new investment in our world on the material level. So there you have it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you everyone who has been liking and subscribing and commenting on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook channel. They all help me keep doing this work and keep bringing you more videos. So I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.